I want to talk about Gumroad today. There's a version of this I keep seeing online. Someone shows their dashboard big numbers like $9,000 in 6 months and explains a system that sounds almost too simple. Write an article, link a product, and money comes in. Now, some of that is real, but there's a lot of context missing. And if you go in without that context, you'll be confused when the money doesn't show up. So here's what I do. Let me walk you through how it actually works, what the real numbers look like, and what do you need to do to make it work. Now, Gumroad is a platform for selling digital products, all right? Ebooks, guides, templates, prompt packs, courses, anything you can put in a file, you can sell it on Gumroad. You upload the product, you set a price, Gumroad handles the checkout and delivery. You don't have to have inventory, no shipping. Someone pays, they get the file. The fees, well, Gumroad takes 10% of every sale, plus around 3% for payment processing. On a $20 sale, you're taking home about $17.40. Gumroad, it has a lot of traffic. It has around 30 million visits per month. It's a real platform, real buyers on it, and it's one of the cheapest and simplest ways to start selling digital products. That part is true. Now the part that gets left out. I looked at a study that analyzed 146,000 Gumroad products. The data is real. The median Gumroad seller makes 28 total sales. Lifetime, not per month, ever, all right? At a median price of $13, that's about $364 in total revenue before fees. The top one sellers on the platform, they earn 77% of all the money, 77.3 to be exact. Now, the bottom 50% share less than $700,000 combined. Now, that's a massive gap, and it's important to know before you start. Now, does that mean it's not worth trying? No. It means the people making serious money aren't getting lucky. They're doing specific things right, and those things are learnable. But if you upload one product and you expect passive income to appear, the data says it probably won't. One creator I came across ran a consistent Gumroad store throughout 2025, and she made $25 a month on average. Her words, it covered her web hosting. It's not like life-changing money, but real money from something she built once. That's actually a more honest starting point than the $9,000 headline. So what actually sells on Gumroad? Well, the product has to solve a real specific problem, not some vague problem, a specific one. Not like how to be more productive, but how to structure your workday when you have ADHD and work from home. And not like how to grow on social media, how photographers get their first 1,000 Instagram followers. The more specific you are, the easier it is to the right person to find it and immediately think, all right, that's for me. So what format works based on what's actually selling? Guides, playbooks, templates, swipe files, prompt packs, resource lists. They all work if the content is genuinely useful and the niche is specific enough. But before you build anything, validate first. Write a short article about the topic and then just post about it. See if anyone engages. If 10 people ask where they can learn more, that's your green light. If nobody responds, just change the idea before you spend time making the product. And make it look good. On Gumroad, your product page and cover image are doing the selling. A well-designed cover and a clear description that shows what's inside, well, these matter more than most people think. Bad graphics kill good products. Now, the traffic problem, well, this is where most people get stuck. You put a product on Gumroad and nothing happens. Because Gumroad is not a marketplace that sends you buyers. It's a checkout page, right? The traffic has to come from you. The most effective free method, backed by multiple real creators, is writing SEO articles on Medium. Now, here's how it works. You write a genuinely helpful article about the exact problem your product solves. You use a title people are already searching on Google. Then you rank, and people find the article. At the end, you link your product as the next step. One creator wrote an article about AI music prompts. It hit Google within hours and drove thousands of views and hundreds of sales from one article. Another creator found that 80% of their Gumroad traffic came directly from Medium. The key here is to write about what people are actually searching for, not what sounds clever to you. Reddit works too. Find some subreddits where your target buyer hangs out. Be genuinely helpful in the comments first. You have to build credibility on Reddit, though. It's one of the hardest methods because you can get banned there if you just post your product. Just after you build some trust, then mention your product when it's actually relevant. Now, email is actually one of the strongest converter of all. It converts 40 times better than social media. So from day one, collect some emails. Put a free resource in Gumroad to get signups. And when you launch something new, that list is your first buyers. Nobody can take that away from you. Now, here's something the data made very clear to me. Single product sellers averaged 269 total sales. Add a second product, and that jumps to 706. More than double. Sellers with 11 or more products average over 5,000 sales. This is a catalog business, not a lottery ticket. Every product you add is a new entry point. Someone finds one thing, looks at your profile, and buys something else. The SEO surface area grows, the trust compounds. If the first one works, even a little, just build on it. Same niche, different angle. That's how the serious sellers do it. Now, what realistic progress looks like on Gumroad? Well, month 1 with no audience and no SEO presence, probably $0 to $50 if you're actively promoting. From month 3, with 1 or 2 Medium articles gaining traction, maybe $50 to $200. 6 months in, a few products now, consistent content, a growing email list, well, that's around $300 to $800 a month. That's achievable if you're working it seriously. The $9,000 in 6 months story is real, but that person was writing SEO content, building an email list, and releasing multiple products consistently. That's not passive yet. That's a part-time job, maybe even a full-time, that eventually becomes more passive as the content compounds later on. The timeline is longer than the thumbnails suggest, but the work compounds. An article you write today can still drive traffic a year from now. So that's a good thing to know. So if I were starting today, here's exactly what I'd do. Pick one specific problem I know how to solve, something I dealt with personally or know well. Then I'd write a Medium article about it, a genuinely helpful one with a title people are already searching for. See if it gets traction. If it does, build a product around the same topic. Offer something small and free in Gumroad to start collecting emails, and then release the paid product. Send it to the list, and that's the whole starting point. No paid ads, no big following needed. Just some useful content pointing to a useful product. It takes months to get real momentum. Don't expect to get rich overnight, but unlike most side hustles, the work you put in compounds. An article you write today is still sending traffic a year from now. A product you build once keeps selling, and that's the version of this that actually works. But of course, it is going to take time. It is going to take consistency and some work. Gumroad is a real opportunity. It's just not the overnight version. Build something specific, drive traffic the right way, build the email list. Nobody can take emails away from you, and just add more products over time. That's it. That's the honest version of this. If you think you're ready, if you think you can, commit yourself a few months in order to make something that will compound later on, well, if you've got the stomach for it, if you've got the time for it, energy for it, go and do it. But if you think that either one of these parts is going to be missing, in your case, just skip it. There's a lot more other ways to make money online. So, yeah, wish you good luck, and I'll catch you in the next one.